Long time no see, Sierra. Good to see you've got a handle on things.
Not all smooth sailing, I assure you. But hey, I'm so glad you're okay, Xiao.
I am. Thanks for holding down the fort.
Xiao.
Wow, a personal visit from Oak. To what do I owe the honor? Ow! Whoa, Oak!
That's not funny, you know? You really put us through hell. Sierra was beside herself. And she wasn't the only one. Everyone was worried sick about you. For you to waltz in here and play it off so casually? Come on, Xiao.
You're absolutely right. Forgive me, my friends. And thank you for caring about me. Sorry for all the trouble, guys. I got one useful thing out of it, though. I can connect to Camille's and track photoner activity now.
Is this the makeup of the enemy forces?
They had the element of surprise, which made them a threat. Not anymore, though. It's time to regroup and launch a counteroffensive. Sierra, can I count on you one last time?
You bet. Sounds like it's time for us to act. Come on, Theo. Sarah, are you all right?
Yes, thank you. In fact, I'm doing much better now that I'm not lugging Xiao around. Oh, I'm gonna be staying on Amdeskia for a while.
What?
Xiao's main body is on Amdeskia, and I've got a connection to him. So I guess you could call me his resident bodyguard.
Will you be okay by yourself? Won't you get lonely?
Boy, I wish I was by...
Ready yet or what? Whoa, hey! It's you and my predecessor! Are you going with her, Claris Craze? Darn right! I didn't want Sarah to be all alone, so I volunteered!
I wasn't going to be alone, silly. It's a key area, so one of the 6 was going with me regardless. In fact, I dare say that bringing her might actually be inviting more trouble. But I suppose I can see the logic behind it.
Right.
Certainly!
You two, there's signs of activity from the photoner fleet. Could you come to the bridge, please? Hi there, you two. Welcome back. Oma, are you feeling better now? I wouldn't say I'm at 100%, but I'm close enough. Xiao's back, and I can hardly just sleep through everything.
Here's the predicted deployment of enemy forces. Looks like they're going to teleport into the city area for a direct boarding op.
The way my photon senses are tingling, it's probably just for recon. I'd be shivering non-stop if this was a full-on assault.
But if we know they're coming, we can plan for it.
I'm sure they've thought this through. But we should be able to at least throw them off a little if we intercept them when they arrive. Basically, whoever hits first hits hardest. And that is where you two come in.
Yes, we'll do our best together.
Great. I'm counting on you both.
Tato.
Emergency! Code! Attack! Completed! Emergency! Code! Due! Completed!
The advanced team has been wiped out.
They appear to be predicting our moves quite accurately. I wonder how things are on the other end.
Hold it! We're still on combat deployment. Where do you think you're going at a time like this? Oh, are you bored? How about I do my part to liven things up a little? Well, I'll be. You've gotten pretty cute.
Maria! Your parlor tricks won't work on me.
Throwing in the towel already? It's not every day I get to fight myself. You sure that's all you've got?
What a pain. It's no use. My cover's blown. I'm copying them with laser precision. Why isn't it working?
If they can calculate on the same level as the Akashic records. Disguises. This is a wondrous advancement in my eyes. One worthy of a being that we photoners gave rise to.
ARC's mobile weapons incoming. They likely tracked our location from our teleport coordinates.
Is this their idea of comeuppance? Quickly they let small successes go to their heads. So predictable, and so emblematic of the failures they've wrought.
The strike team has been wiped out!
They still couldn't get through even with their output? Recall all units!
Yes, sir! All units return to ship! I repeat, all units return to ship!
Oh, we're back to playing tag again? How trifling. I grow so weary of being it.
Even the advanced AIS models crumpled like tinfoil before her. This is getting ridiculous.
The photonic mass stored in her body is, quite frankly, ludicrous. Photon attacks don't even touch her. And her body's been enhanced to the point where physical strikes may as well be friendly handshakes. She's a formidable foe, all right.
Hypothetical calculations complete. Our assumptions were way off. I just derived Shiva's theoretical max output from the last engagement's measurements. Here it is.
Holy moly! Look at those numbers! Are you sure you didn't misplace a decimal somewhere? This would mean she's as powerful as all of ARCs combined! That's nuts!
Nuts? Maybe. But true. Her powers make more sense when you consider that she alone houses the collective photonic abilities of all photoners. When she showed up on the ARC ship before, from the way she was acting, there's zero question that she was just amusing herself.
But not even we could lift a finger against her back then.
She either absorbs or deflects anything but the most intensely focused photon attacks. You'd need an equivalent amount of photons to do so much as stand your ground in a fight against her. Yes, I suppose from a long-term perspective, you and Matoi might be able to rival Shiva. One day. But that day isn't coming anytime soon. And if increasing our power isn't feasible, then reducing Shiva's is our only option.
A way to suppress photons? Oh, that's right! I remember!
Yes, Matoi. The sealing circle that Sukuna-hime used to bind your power when you were altered by the profound darkness. That was originally a field designed to seal Magatsu's power. If we could repurpose it for sealing Shiva's power, that is, her photons, then we might just stand a chance.
Yes! We can do this! I just know Sukuna-hime will be glad to help us! Come on! Let's go pay Sukuna-hime a visit on Harukotan!
Hey, you two! Something strange is happening on Harukotan!
Something strange? Don't tell me.
I hate to say it, but it might be under photon or attack already.
How could this be? How dare they trample all over Harukotan?
Our fashionably late guests of honor arrive at last.
Shiva, what are you doing on Harukotan?
I was tired of playing tag, so I decided to head the game off. I figured you would show up eventually, but I wasn't expecting you to meander the whole way here. Oh, I'm fairly certain I disposed of all the trash. There, you see?
You pay for this!
That wasn't very nice. You assail my senses like flies swarming about garbage. Perhaps it's time I disposed of you.
You two! Enemy forces are still amassing! Get out of there! Quick!
I'm not letting you go. What's this?
Sukuna-hime?
I take it you must be this planet's guardian. I've no idea where you were hiding before, but I suppose this means you'll be my next opponent. Buzzing away, are you, flies? Well, well. I imagine I'll be in for a lecture from Varuna upon my return.
Where are we?
You're in the spirit realm, the place that lies between the corporeal realm and the netherworld.
Sukuna-hime, you're safe! But the other Daybreakers...
Assuming the worst as usual, I see. Take a look around, my toy.
Oh, Kotoshiro?
Yeah. Nice to see you two again. And I'm not alone. The other Daybreakers are right over there, too.
It makes for a suitable evacuation shelter. A special place it may be to me, but necessity cares not for sentiment.
Lady Sukuna-hime immediately sensed the arrival of those foul villains and whisked us all to safety here in the spirit realm.
Would that I could have gotten everyone. But while I am many things, omnipotent is not one of them. Our losses were numerous. Of course, I imagine we're a good sight better off than the Nightfallers.
This is all because we were so late in coming.
Not so. Even had you beaten them here, the outcome would by and large be the same. You see how powerful that ruffian is. Hers is a power that exceeds yours, and likely even mine. And so, I ask of you, enlighten me. Who are they?
Interesting. The ones who created arcs. We have quite the extraordinary guests on our hands.
Shao said that the source of Shiva's extraordinary power lies in her nigh-infinite photonic ability. If we could suppress that using your power, the sealing circle, then we might stand a chance of beating her.
That it was that child's idea explains much. 'Twas a similar method that bound your power when you flew into a rage, my toy. The similarities between the power I possess and the photons you use might make it possible. So be it. May I ask something unreasonable of you, then?
Yes! We'll do anything in our power to help!
The very words I was hoping to hear. Kotoshiro.
Ma'am.
I have separate orders for you.
This place brings back some memories. I never really dreamed that I'd be defending it again.
I shall send you to the place in which the sealing circle was once laid out. Defend the keystone, and ambush the foes that will inevitably come. Hold this place with your lives until our true objective arrives. I presume the enemy will anticipate your arrival and swarm you en masse. Eventually, the ruffian will follow.
So, we're bait.
Just so. Yours is the most dangerous of roles, and you may turn it down if you wish.
What happens when she takes the bait?
At that point, your task will be a simple one. You have but to destroy the keystone. Indeed, it would. With the keystone gone, the sealing circle will weaken, and Magatsu will be revived on the spot. But quell your fears, for I anticipate this outcome. I ask only that you put your faith in me for the rest.
Sukuna-hime wouldn't ask this of anyone but us. Let's do our part!
Your Majesty, code due. Completed.
I was wondering where you'd slipped off to, only to find you in this remote hinterland. There must be something valuable here indeed. If I were to hazard a guess, I presume it has to do with that conspicuously large boulder you're so obviously defending. You've honed your technique, to be sure. But you're still one step behind me.
The keystone! Well, that's the outcome we wanted, right?
Let peace before you perish. An earthquake? Can you not see it? The planet trembles with rage at your misdeeds. Evil though Magatsu may be, he is still a god. And where should divine wrath be directed, if not at one who blasphemes against him? Let your arrogance be your undoing.
Come, divine Magatsu, heed the Ash Maiden's voice, and stand tall before this wicked foe. Worry not on my account. Magatsu and I are two halves of this planet's will. There is no good or evil in this moment. There is only divine wrath bearing down squarely upon this oppressor, upon she who has sinned. Guarding this planet is my duty. Magatsu, unleash your wrath to your heart's content.
You baited me into breaking the rock to set this god free. Oh, I see I've been played like a fiddle, as it were. And yet, I remain insulted all the same. Did you think one mere god would be enough to stop me?
What? You have nowhere to run!
We've been through this. It's futile. I am the ruler of this universe, Do you truly think the god of some backwater trash planet could ever touch me? Such disrespect is deserving of a swift death. That was quite the amusing diversion, but nothing more. Now you shall join him. Sukuna-hime! You laugh in the face of death? Have you taken leave of your senses? Forgive me. A chuckle escaped in my amusement at what little regard you have shown for a god. Your power has been engraved into Magatsu's body, and through that body, his very soul, which means...
Kotoshiro, now!
Indeed.
Let wrath incurred be the catalyst to activate the sealing circle here and now. Come to me, ashes, and deliver us unto peace! Cease your struggling! What? It's equal to mine? No. Could it be that my power is weakening? Indeed it is, ruffian. The sealing circle I just activated serves but one purpose: to suppress your power. You call this some backwater trash planet? Never underestimate a god, wench! Interesting. I did underestimate you. That much I'll grant. Such power will be an impediment to our goals. In light of that, I shall annihilate it, personally. You think your parlor tricks are enough to bring me down? Take this!
Emergency! Code! Due!
This is the end! Impossible! With this power, I could unmake the world! My wicked power!
Completed!
Consider me impressed. Fearsome showing, even if my power was suppressed. That's what makes you the vessel of the universe. I should never have underestimated you. Good thing I was the one to pay the price. What does that mean? It means this. What?
Ah! Lady Sukuna-hime!
Sukuna-hime! Kotoshiro!
You withstood that well, Mitra.
There was hardly anything to withstand. Pain means nothing to me. But if I'd rushed headlong into that, even I might have met my match for once.
Thank you for your devotion, Mitra. Truly, you have served me well.
You're too kind. This is what I'm meant for. Faruna, you pick up where I left off.
I will.
Rest in peace, Mitra. We surmised that after acquiring equivalent calculation abilities, the first thing you would do was come up with a plan to fight me. Some cheap trick, no doubt. Mitra proposed we do some legwork of our own, and I entrusted her with sole charge of the matter. A field that creates a directed seal over a target's photons. An impressive feat indeed, for the workings of a lowly planetary deity. All the more reason for me to have dispatched one of my top retainers. Well done, Mitra. Now it falls to me to ensure that her loyalty was not misplaced. Faced with foes strong enough to slay Mitra, my judgment will be swift and merciless. I will kill you all where you stand. My. But of course you would bring the power you acquired in the other realm to bear. You must regard me highly. The sundered fragments of Dark Falls united to bar my way. What a delight this is. And yet, have you forgotten the source from which your power originates? Dark Falls come from the profound darkness. Their power and the profound darkness's power are one and the same. No child can prevail against its parent. Arcs and Dark Falls both. They are not but pieces of my grand design. Rather anticlimactic, wouldn't you say? Your form. Dark Falls. This form is yet unknown to me. Not that it will be a threat to me.
Mistress, above you!
You actually repelled it. Well done.
I don't sense any photons. You're not with arcs, are you? Who are you? What is your aim?
Where are my manners? My name is Phalig Eves. I came running from Earth. I felt drawn to your powerful presence, so here I am.
Earth. You refer to that planet from another dimension.
Personally, I would love nothing more than to stay and fight, but I can't exactly ignore the others, so I'll be taking my leave now. Hopefully I'll see you, fingers crossed.
Mistress, are you all right?
Perfectly so. I was simply taken aback by encountering someone whose photons I could not consume. Curious, but long as I remain aware of their existence, I foresee no immediate threat.
Shall we give chase? If that barrier comes up again, it could pose a threat.
No, I am quite weary of playing tag. And if I recall, Mitra said the same. All that remains is to tread the path of destruction. Every world, every universe shall be our sacrificial lambs.
That one's a photoner, the root of Ark's might. And she's the original profound darkness, the source from which the Dark Fall's powers flow. In other words, neither of those powers can even come close to touching her. Therefore, to defeat her, we need something else entirely. A power whose source lies elsewhere. That is precisely why you and I are here. It was the Akashic Record's final wish. Shion's final wish.
Seems you've taken quite the beating. I had a few errands to run, but you seem to be facing some pressing concerns yourselves.
What happened? No, I'll be alright. But we need to treat Sukuna-hime and Kotoshiro, and fast.
I'm glad to see you're all right. I'm sorry I've been out of touch. Things have gotten, well, pretty far out of hand. The Photoner's onslaught is underway. We've never dealt with anything quite like this before. They mean to crush us in one blow.
O mighty shadow, darker than the blackest night, bestow upon me the power to devour my enemies and become Phantom. At the cusp of twilight, vanish into darkness amidst the moonlit gloom.
Wow! What a flash of something quicker than the eye can see! So this is the new Phantom class, huh? But what was with the, dramatic reading right before your attack? Wouldn't that give the enemy plenty of time to escape? I mean, is that really necessary?
Of course it's necessary. Enemies who hearken to my words will be petrified with fear, draining them of their resolve to flee in the face of certain death. This umbral incantation is needed to stop the enemy cold in its tracks.
I don't know. Are you sure you're not just chanting because it sounds cool? Ugh, Patty, don't just come out and say it.
Don't be absurd. The chant is essential for victory. At least speaking for myself, it is.
I think I get it. If you want to be a Master Phantom, you've got to go full edgelord and embrace the darkness. I don't have a clue what it means, but that little speech you gave sure sounded cool. Teach me the way of the Phantom. What are you doing, stupid? You've already made Kyokuya mad enough as it is.
Very well.
Really?
The Phantom class depends not upon ridiculous concepts such as justice in battle. Think only of defeating your enemy. Disregard justice. Look away from the light and never fear the power of darkness. In your case, Guardian, I can only imagine what an Arksop as powerful as you could do as a Phantom. If that justice-obsessed simpleton sees something in you, then even she may have some redeeming qualities after all. Perhaps I've said a bit too much. Farewell.
That guy's so friggin' cool! I want to do that awesome chant too! Almighty Phantom, shrouded in darkness! Shredded? I think shrouded is the word you're looking for if you're trying to sound like him. Whatever. What kind of scoop did you get on the new Phantom class and its advocate, Patty? Tormented warriors, wreathed in blackest mystique. Words as sharp as any blade. Their sanguine judgment falls heavy and swift. Behold the 11th class Phantom! And we've lost her. It's horrible! Just plain horrible! I refuse to accept this!
Would you stop whining? Ah, it's you. Don't mind Katori here.
I've gotta know, why is the Phantom class so popular despite not having a lick of advertising? Oh, do you think they were forced into phantomhood through Code Abyss?
Please ignore Katori and her delusions.
Now you're calling me delusional?
It is a bit puzzling how a class could gain so much recognition without any advertising.
Saga and I put our hearts and souls into promoting our class to get bouncers on the map. So it doesn't seem fair to me. What do you think happened? Seriously? It's kinda cool? That's it? Something is not right here. Do you realize what Stratos did to popularize the hero class? So much.
Advertising. Pathetic.
How long have you been behind me?
Anyone convinced to be a phantom through advertising will eventually face regret and ruin.
How did you fly under my radar from such a short distance? That takes remarkable skill. Are you the Phantom Advocate? The one they call Kyokuya?
It is you, isn't it? What do you have up your sleeve? I mean, zero advertising? Come on! Wait! Did you use some sort of, reverse psychology? Advertising by not advertising! Is that a thing?
Don't be absurd.
There's nothing absurd about it! Getting your class recognized is a big deal! Stratos put a huge amount of effort into promoting the hero class, and it's paid off!
That is precisely what I'm calling absurd.
How dare you insult Stratos like that! She poured her heart and soul into that class!
Pardon, Katori. She's not exactly one to keep a cool head. Still, would you humor me and answer one question? You said something about facing regret and ruin. What did you mean by that?
Exactly what I said. Walking the path of the Phantom is a grave undertaking. One who is not ready to abandon justice, who becomes a phantom as a result of advertising, will die full of regret and despair. Only those who realize that even justice has its limits will naturally be called to the way of the Phantom. Only the latter deserves to be a phantom. That's all there is to it.
So, you accept only those who have fully prepared themselves in body and spirit, the opposite of a hero who embraces growth.
The meaning of life is different to a hero. The Phantom exists solely to achieve what is unachievable through justice. The indecisive are nothing but a hindrance. If you want them, I cede them all to you. Farewell.
Of all the arrogant, sour-faced blowhards I've met, he really takes the cake.
His resolve is commendable, but overconfidence can be dangerous. You'd best be careful.
Hey! Is that the big shot secret to success? Being an arrogant jerk? Right, it's time for a tactical shift. I'll be the biggest jerk in the fleet if it means getting new recruits.
You seem to be laboring under a key misconception here.
Kyuki, you coward! I said that was enough, so why didn't you stop?
I have no problem being called a coward, if that's what it takes to win. No method is too underhanded.
You've gone too far! Don't you care about my feelings? You're such an idiot, Kyuki.
Wait. Why is everyone staring daggers at me? I sense great hostility.
Because you're the bad guy here, Kyoki. Right?
Don't be absurd. Me? In the wrong? I couldn't be... could I?
Let me explain what happened. We were in Amduskia to suppress Draconians in the corrupted region. The tainted Falspawn were extremely tough, but I wanted to take them on in a fair fight, in the name of justice.
Pathetic. And how'd that work out for you?
our operatives suffered heavy casualties. And because I was so fixated on my front, they got hurt shielding me from a sneak attack. I was distracted and let my guard down. But suddenly, the tainted fall spawn started dropping one after another. It was Kyoki and his phantom, sapping at work, even though I asked him not to do it.
So what? You were ordered to suppress the Draconians. Slaughter is not how you keep justice. Your insistence on righteousness and proper methodology is what led you to sustaining casualties. Is that what a hero does?
Well, no, but...
A hero virtuously protects others, fighting to the very end. No, that's your conviction. But conviction dulls the mind. Now that you've faced a situation where justice failed to protect those you value, do you still subscribe to it? Justice has clouded your judgment. Use your own eyes to determine what is right. That is what will keep your mind sharp. I don't want to see you get hurt again.
I'm fine now, Kyoki. I'm a different person than I was back then. When my kind of justice can't solve the problem, your version of it can help. I see that now. Anyways, my apologies for all that drama. I'd better be off now.
Unit efficiency shows improvement, but now other problems are cropping up left and right. Too much stress on the frame, and the cockpit's life support function could stand to be tuned up. Oh, hello! How's it going? Oh, this tablet? It's a simulator for AIS development. I use it to simulate AIS that I've modified based on data received from ARC's ops. Then, I incorporate the results into my design to streamline the body, modifying AIS to meet everyone's needs. Oh, if you've got something to add, please don't hesitate to chime in. Huh? Oh, sure, I mean, I'm not used to getting compliments, so... wow. I'm just doing my job, after all. I love my research, so I'll do whatever it takes to push it along. And with that, good luck out there. I'll be counting on you.
Hey, mate. I feel like it's been a while since the two of us shot the breeze. I heard the announcement about what happened. There's hope on the horizon, but we've got to stay focused, huh? I probably already said this, but Yusi and I are general affairs, so we're up to our necks with work and deployment orders. But I reckon we've still got it a lot easier than you do as a Guardian, mate. If there's anything I can do, no matter how trivial you might think it is, just let me know. Happy to pitch in whenever, mate. It's a relief to hear that from you. But if I'm being honest, I'm not without an ulterior motive here, mate. I'd like to see to it that Yusi and Aurora can live freely someday. I mean, walking through life with your own personal rain cloud, agonizing over once being Darkfalls, must really be tough. That's why I promised myself I'd do something for him. Seems like you already sussed that out there. Second on my list is offering my services to you, however they might be needed. Crap! Just remembered I've got a meet-up with Yusi. Gotta go. Sorry to chat and run, mate. Better be off now. Knock 'em dead out there.
Brilliantly struck, Kikuhime! Why, I do believe I've ruptured an organ. Pleasure to see you again. No need to worry. This injury is but a part of Kikuhime's training. An irreplaceable asset indeed. Anything I may receive from my little darlings, be it an injury or otherwise, is something to be proud of. She's saying, "Nice to meet you. I am Kikuhime. You honor me with your presence," and such. Kikuhime is one of my more well-mannered, refined little darlings. Isn't she affable? She's a bit of a worrier, yet ever so gracious. She's always kind enough to massage my aches when I'm fatigued. Would you, Kikuhime? Ow! 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 I think you've worked the knot out! Ow! 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 Her famous gut punch massage gets it done. Cold sweat never stops, and it's heaven. Her love always hits like a brick. What do you think, mon ami? Isn't my little darling the sweetest? And I love my darling Kikuhime right back. You can see how much I mean to her by the way she acts, can't you? Just feeling the overwhelming love flow from her constant attacks, why, it nearly brings me to tears of joy. Her technique and poise while stringing together blow after blow, it's so elegant, so magnifique, truly a work of art. Ever the demure maiden, my Kikuhime. Of course she's embarrassed by such lavish praise. You humble thing, you! Ah, yes, mon ami! Allow me to show you Kikuhime's resplendent, spectacular combos next! Ah! Oh, wait, I didn't mean to... no! Take it easy! Ow! 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 You're just brimming with motivation today, Kikuhime. But please, wait a... No!
Emergency announcement. We have confirmed the presence of a photoner fleet in the vicinity of the Oracle fleet. All ops, prepare to attack.
Come on, come on! Let's play! Let's play!
Come on, come on! You've got time! You've got time!
You brats are really pissing me off. I ain't got time to horse around with you.
Why not? Why not play if you've got the time?
Huh? Why not? What will it take to get you to play?
Shut it, you damn rugrats. You're crazy if you think I'll ever forget about the messes you two have made. If it hadn't been for you, Sheena never would have died.
I'm sorry.
Ugh. Lose the damn puppy dog eyes. We got no time to throw a pity party here. I get it. You guys aren't the same as Gemini the duplicate. That said, you still look exactly like him. The mere sight of you almost sends me spiraling. Get it? Now leave me alone.
Aw, come on!
Play together!
You little...
We don't want you to forget.
We don't want you to forgive.
We don't like it when you get mad, but it's understandable.
We don't like it when you get violent, but it's understandable.
Even so, I still want to play with you.
I still want to play with you, too. When we came here, we decided we would be true to our feelings.
That's because we felt it would be silly to keep lying. We're gonna do what we want.
We're going to do what we want. So, let's play!
Unbelievable. Why do I always have to be surrounded by such selfish children?
Hey, I'm back. Sorry to put you through all this trouble. Thanks to all of you, my image is now visible through the Dracolite, although my main body is on Amduskia. The mothership is still under occupation. The link I had with it is completely gone, and we have no way of re-establishing contact at this time. The mothership is currently surrounded by Shiva's squadron. All operations are at her command. Honestly, I feel as if my own home was invaded. To say I'm unnerved is putting it lightly. We still don't have any means of reclaiming it, but I can assure you, we'll find a way. And when that time comes, we'll need all the help we can get from you. I'm counting on you.
What? You're even smaller than me, so don't give me that attitude! What are you talking about? You're the smallest! By far! Anyone with even one eye can clearly see I'm the bigger one here! Stay out of this, Sarah! Oh, it's you! If you want Sarah, she's on patrol right now. Anyway, talk some sense into her! Hey! Perfect timing! Tell this little one to stop whining! If you would! Again with the little one? Why does this scaly pipsqueak keep saying I'm the tiny one here? We're not getting anywhere! Hey, Bonehead, what do you think? Oh, yeah? Well, that's not what I was really asking. But I suppose I'm partly to blame. Okay, I've got it! Take a good look at this! Little eyes! Who's the There's a ton of benefits to being small.
Oh, really?
Yup, you bet.
What kind of benefits are there?
What kind? Well, for starters, a nimble frame means mobility in battle. Smaller people are less likely to run into obstacles or get hit by enemy attacks. They can quickly adapt, attacking with precision, confidence, and dexterity. We're the total package.
I get it. Like at the Hillworms play the other day. You were attacking with impressive accuracy whenever the enemy showed itself.
Haha, so you noticed. But dealing with something that easy was mere child's play for someone as awesome as me.
Being small is pretty neat. What else? Any other benefits to being tiny?
What else? Hey, Bonehead, give us some more examples. Aha! We never bump our heads on low ceilings.
Oh, that's a good one. I'm always hitting my head. What else? What else?
Another thing, if you're of small stature, just 2 donuts will fill you up. But since you get full right away, you can't really pig out, so there's that.
That's so sad.
But when you're small, sometimes people give you candy.
Yes! Now that's fantastic! Being small has its advantages. So then... I can be candy too, if I look like this, right?
Oh, yes! All right, Bonehead, the time has come to serve us shorties. Candy me! Step on up and let the sweet times roll!
Yeah!
Excuse me?
Hello, Ludmila. Everything okay?
It's regarding AIS enhancement. No one was at the General Affairs Bureau, so I came to talk with you directly.
Right. It's been utter chaos since Shiva showed up. I'll try to help if I can.
An estimate for the parts and specs needed for AIS enhancements, along with the blueprints for exclusive facilities.
Okay, I'll take a look for you. Let's see. 180 types of armor enhancement parts, cockpit manipulator expansions, new booster specs. Additional costs for frame drive optimization, enhancement and storage facility plans. And how much floor space? Ludmila, this is a tall order.
Thanks for taking care of it.
Whoa, hold on a second. I can't get this done right away. We don't have enough engineers.
If I can just get your approval, I can do the rest on my end.
That's not the issue. Getting authorization so quickly for this means more chaos. We don't even have the space for these facilities.
The photoners won't wait around. This is for the safety of ARCs, so I know you can do it.
Hold on. I think she's being unreasonable about this, isn't she? Am I crazy? Is that all I get? This is about the AIS, you know. You'll be riding in them. Ugh. The intelligence and research bureaus are always asking me to bend over backwards, too. Fine. I got this. Somebody's gotta do it, right?
O power of darkness residing within me, the time is now. Hearken to our eternal covenant. Hey, it worked? Oh, it's you. Please don't give me that look. The new Phantom class was just made official, right? So I can only assume the Advocate will come and badger me into selling it for him. What do you mean I could just say no? I'd feel bad doing that, considering how much effort they put into making these classes. So I'm practicing for when the time comes, and he needs me to do PR for him. I helped out with Stratos, didn't I? Heed my summons, O mighty Phantom Advocate! Whoa! I actually summoned him?
Somebody called for me. For the Phantom. Was it you? You again? Waiting for the Phantom, are you? Perhaps you're fascinated with death.
Yeah, I don't think that's it at all. Anyway... What sort of advertising does a Phantom need? Lay it on me, baby! I've been practicing some potential lines.
What are you talking about? Who asked you to promote me?
Huh? Well, I mean...
I heard someone calling out, so I heeded the summons. You're telling me it was just some juvenile prank?
Hold on now. Aren't you gonna advertise the new class? Don't you want people to learn the ways of the Phantom?
If you're that obsessed with promoting me, feel free to do so. On your own.
No, I'm not! It's just that Katori and Stratos were desperately trying to recruit for their new class, so I figured...
A Phantom has no need for that. We reside in darkness. Those who bask in the sun and only see light could never hope to understand. A word of advice for you. Renounce the way of the Phantom while you still can. Only oblivion awaits those who peer into the abyss. One last thing. That chant of yours was not half bad. A little training will go a long way. Farewell.
I don't know what to say, boss. You still keep some strange company. If he's not even promoting his class, I've been standing in front of all these shoppers chanting my butt off for nothing! I'll never live this down!
By the way, did you hear about the newly established Phantom class? Rumors are going around that it's the Shadow of Arcs, among other strange stuff. I'm sure it's unrelated to Void, but it still has me pretty concerned. The upper ranks that approved it think it holds an important place in the Arcs community. But Arcs is better off without a class that dabbles in shady practices. Anyone who's okay working under a questionable moral code is a bad apple in my book. That path only leads to sorrow. Maybe it's faster if I tell him directly.
I'm impressed you could sense me here.
So... out of curiosity, did you come to hear my songs, Kyokuya? As the Phantom Advocate?
Don't be absurd.
Then let me ask this again. Why do you choose to live the way of the shadow? It only leads to sorrow.
Now that we have the hero class representing light, the natural order dictates that it cast a shadow. The light is too bright for me, which is why I've chosen the way of the shadow, where I can shape my destiny with my own hands.
So, you think being a shadow to balance out the light will bring you happiness? Still... if the shadow's power is found wanting, the shadow itself shall be consumed, life and all.
Well said. Your position in the Intelligence Bureau is based on merit after all. Yet I wonder if one who fits between light and dark can triumph over the sheer density of my shadow.
It's undeniable that you put a great deal of effort into obtaining that power.
Effort? Don't make me laugh. I was born with the talent to walk the shadow's path. Effort has nothing to do with it.
Did you never consider walking another path? Choosing to live as the shadow means inevitably hurting those you hold dear. It strips you of the ability to love and be loved in return. Do you fully understand this?
You're quite humorous. Listen well. Shadow appears in the absence of light. The two can never coexist. The one who knows only of light moves toward the shadow. The one who insidiously knows their despair shall take root. You asked how prepared I am to walk the path I've chosen, but you fail to realize that I have already walked it to the bitter end. Thus, it is not in the nature of a shadow to love or be loved.
Then, the sadness and despair you hold inside is the basis of the shadow.
If anyone is clinging to sadness, it is you. I cannot begin to fathom the depth of your sorrow. The shadow does not suit you. Compassion, kindness, and the ability to smile are traits unique to the powerful light. Perhaps I've said too much. Farewell.
Doesn't he know I'm the 0 of 6? How dare he show such disrespect? But I see right through him. He's keeping his distance from others so as not to hurt someone important to him. And although he denies it, I'm fairly sure he is a man of tremendous diligence. I sense there's something he's very passionate about achieving. I say he's worthy of our trust.
against the Photoner fleet. All ops, please join
it's
the
you
operation.
again. Listen carefully. Someone will soon approach you to ask, have you seen the Black Wolf? And you must reply, neither hide nor hair. Farewell.
Hey, come back! Have you seen Kyoki? I'm humbled you'd tell me. I thought Kyoki would have forced you to stay silent. So he must still be in the area. Let's see. Come on, Kyoki. Stop playing around and show yourself. I'm not gonna shut up until you come out. There's no point in disappearing. I can read you and your whole magician act like a book. So, educate me. When it comes to fighting, where do you think a hero's skill set is lacking most?
I'm not falling for that. Figure it out yourself.
I haven't slept for 3 days thinking about this, but I keep coming up short. So, I'm asking for your help.
A shadow cannot illuminate the light. I have nothing to teach you.
That's not true! You taught me a ton of academic stuff when we were little. I remember all the examples you used to make things easier for me. You're an excellent teacher. Luko said so too.
Luko? Who the devil is that?
Huh? I can't believe you said that! If Luko heard you, she'd be furious!
I've wiped all memory of the dead from my mind, and so should you.
She's not even dead! She's out there alive! Somewhere!
Then bring her before me at once. I'll kill her right here and now.
How could you say something so horrible? The 3 of us promised to all pitch in and overcome any obstacle that stood before us. Remember?
Irrelevant. I'll never forget what that traitor did to us. Never!
Luko, or Lukot, actually was my other close friend. The 3 of us were inseparable growing up. We learned together, laughed together, and developed an amazing bond. Luko eventually joined ARCS to work as a kind and hospitable maid. I was so proud of her. But 5 years ago now, something happened. One day, Luko sent a letter to me and Kyoki, inviting us to a beautiful old mansion just outside the city. She didn't give a reason, which I found a little strange, but we went to the mansion the next day anyway. No one was there to greet us, though. We ended up never hearing from Luko again. We searched desperately for her, but the ARC's database eventually listed her as deceased because her signal totally vanished.
That's a load of garbage. She set a trap at that mansion in a bid to kill us.
You're wrong. There's gotta be some reason why she called us there and just vanished.
Lie to yourself all you want. Investing in false hope will only lead you to ruin.
I know, it's just... Luca was so kind. All she wanted was to take care of people. I refuse to believe she would try to hurt us like that. Besides, even among cats, she's one seriously sturdy gal. I'm positive she's alive. I refuse to give up hope. When she's back, I'll be the first to welcome her home with open arms.
Completely unacceptable, no matter the circumstances.
Even for the source, she's too strong!
On the contrary, this is exactly what we should have expected. In fact, I dare say we should be proud.
Care to explain why you seem so pleased with yourself?
Because she is the finest vessel I have ever created. Why wouldn't I be happy to have irrefutable proof of that? She has nothing but disdain for us Dark Falls, and can even contend with our host. I must say, even I am impressed with my work.
Oh, can it? Now's hardly the time for sitting around with our thumbs up our asses. We gotta come up with a plan here.
You really don't get it, do you? We've played our hand. To resist now would be futile. I told you earlier, didn't I? That thing is the profound darkness itself. It is the source of all of our power. No life form can succumb to its own poison. That's what it comes down to.
So what now, huh? Are we just completely useless at this point?
So what now, Are we just completely done for at this point?
Not exactly. Not as long as we are still with our host. Had she taken our power for herself, the world would already be beyond salvation. That is to say, just by being here, we are in fact playing a non-trivial role. We still count for something.
Say what you want, but I still think this is all your fault. You made this monstrosity.
Though I don't dispute that I bear some blame, following the ultimate chain of cause and effect here is hardly meaningful now. If I could do things over again, I should like to avoid ever having met Xion. Had I not, everything would be different. The Photoners, and Arcs, of course, would never have come to be.
What would be so bad about that? I was born before you met Xion, after all.
Yeah? What's the problem? I would still be born as long as Florent exists.
I wouldn't expect you to understand.
You're just overthinking it. There's nothing we can do.
Thinking won't help. There's nothing we can do.
Photon energy exists in tandem with the Akashic records. As long as there exists photon energy, so too shall the profound darkness. If you really want to destroy it forever, the only option is to banish the profound darkness to a world without photons.
A world with no Akashic records? Where are we going to find some place like that?
How should I know? Even the Photoners of old never found such a realm.
Tama-hime, should you really be here? Why shouldn't I be?
With Harukotan in such disarray, Kotoshiro must be overwhelmed.
Did you forget, Matoi? This is only a projection. I am still physically in Harukotan.
Oh yeah, that's right. Well, is your physical body doing okay? And what about Kotoshiro?
Worry not. We've sustained some injuries, but nothing too grave. Safe for now, at least. But if Shiva shows up there, things could take a swift turn for the worse. However, the troops ravaging the corporeal realm are but low-ranking grunts, so we needn't be overly worried. Shiva's wrath is directed squarely at your people now. But if she switches her focus to Harukotan, we are surely doomed. That is why cooperating with you is my most prudent course of action. Do not worry about the people of Harukotan. For now, just focus on what you can do for your own.
Right, you got it.